Whoa, yo, what's up, everybody? This is Mr. Mike. This is another edition of the Trucker Diary series. I hope y'all are doing well, living a healthy life. I haven't been too much. This is Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day. I went to see my son. I'm always happy to see him. And since I changed my hairstyle recently, like I went to visit him, he didn't say anything about it. He's the one who, I knocked on the door, he's the one who answered, and as soon as I got in, we went straight to his toys. We started playing bowling, his toy bowling. He's like, set him up, Daddy. He wanted me to set up the pin so he can bowl. That's what he loves to do. So that's exactly what I did. I mean, his grandmother, was asking about my hair and all that, but that's neither here or there. I was there for my son, and I was happy, and I'm glad I got a plate from the grandmother. I did eat a piece of like barbecue chicken, some corn, some greens, and a little bit of mac and cheese. I'm trying to stay off all that stuff, but I had it. It was Memorial Day, and I was hungry. So what are you gonna do? I'm still not giving up, but I don't think I'm gonna be done with chicken just yet. I think I have it in my head to try to, jeez, you don't have to go this slow, you know what I'm saying? I have it in my head to, cut off meat altogether, but that's, I have to go through a proper cleansing first before doing that. And so, until I'm able to do that, I'm gonna continue to eat meat, but not the bad meats, of course. I'm just gonna stay to chicken and tuna and keep it right there. I'm not gonna go any further. No red meat, no, anything. But yeah, I'm gonna keep eating chicken. That's what's gonna happen. So pretty soon here, I'm gonna have to pull over to get some fuel. But I just wanted to just see how you guys are doing, man. But at the end of the day, none of you guys are listening, so fuck all y'all, you know what I'm saying? I hope your mom all dies of a horrible death. I hope you get into a car accident because you're not being safe out here in the roads, like I implore and I recommend that you do. You're not doing that, so I hope you all die, you know what I'm saying? So just keep eating red meat, keep eating raw shit. Just eat the ground beef from the fucking shit, from the package. Just open it up in the store and just start gobbling it down. Just do that. Well, you know what I'm saying? I hope you all do that and just fucking do all the drugs, do heroin, do Molly, do crack. You know what I'm saying? Do all this stuff. Do opioids. Over the counter, under the counter. You know what I'm saying? Do all of it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. No one cares anymore anyway. So. But now I'm just kidding, man. I know y'all not listening yet, but it's probably one of those things where you're not listening now, but after realizing, after a few people that you might have looked up to, and they start listening, then you'll probably listen. It's all about peer pressure. So I have to really bully someone to. I really have to bully someone that you look up to have them comment or listen to this, these podcasts, and then, have you follow them, and then eventually you'll follow my podcast. But until then, fuck all y'all. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just, But I just left Fort Myers. I was, at Fort Myers, and I got a slight headache. Man, it was 108 degrees down there. And there were 2 pallets in that particular load that I had to go out and restack, because there were some that were faulty. They weren't stacked well. They wasn't stacked well, and so some of them, especially they were both Snapples. The Snapples, the way they packed their six packs of their bottle, and their glass bottles too. you know, they weren't even all the way on the pallet correctly. So some were leaning to the side. It was just two pallets, one in the front and one all the way to the back. And so I had to restock some of those. So I'm really kind of tired off that. I had to change shirts, but it was fucking hot in there. And my shirt was completely drenched in sweat. So I had to go and do that, take care of that. But it was so I'm just now getting over that, and I'm still kind of like tired. I'm hungry. So, but that's what's going on. You know what I mean? I hope you guys had a pleasant Memorial Day. I know it's a holiday to remember the fallen soldiers. You know, the men and women out there serving, who gave up their life for the greater cause, I suppose, for our freedom. So shout out to them. You know what I mean? I know that's for the families that have to deal with their loss. I know that's got to be painful. So Memorial Day is a special day for them. I particularly don't really, to be honest, I don't really care that much about the day. I do care about fallen soldiers, but you know, I try to remember them every night. I don't have to have a Memorial Day to actually remember those people. So, you know, there's some people, you know, when I was in the Navy, have died from various causes. And, so, I mean, but I'm not going to be, yeah, I'm just about to pull into the Love Center, get some fuel. But yeah, you know, Memorial Day, it is what it is. It's a day off, even though I didn't have consecutive days off. You know what I mean? I had Saturday off, which meant I had to sleep most of that day. Well, I got my hair done that day, and then I had to work Sunday, and then off Monday, and then now I'm back at work now. So it seems like it's going to be another busy week. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of peace of my mind, a little bit of, you know, what's going on with me. I'm still trying to eat healthy. I bought some groceries. This time I got peaches, I got apples, I got some okra chips. I like okra chips, you know what I mean? It's okra, you know what I mean? They're dried okra, so I eat those. I also have, what else did I get? I got the Odwalla superfood smoothie. So I've been using that I didn't make a smoothie today because I just got up and just started rolling. You know, I drunk my water, and I just basically was booking it the whole time. So, but that's what's going on as far as health. The finals is happening. Golden State Warriors versus Toronto Raptors should be an interesting series. I think Golden State is going to win. They're the highly favorite, but you know, anything can happen. But I don't think it is. I think Golden State is going to take it. But shout out to Kawhi Leonard, leaving a great franchise with San Antonio Spurs. Ended up with a completely new franchise, and basically just led them to where they are now. So it's a great thing to see. The finals haven't started yet, so I'll try to, you know, comment on those as they go along. I think the first game is in about 2 days, I believe. So should be fun to watch. I'm definitely gonna watch it, and you know, stay in tune. I love basketball. You know, I root for the underdogs most of the time. You know what I mean? So, but it is what it is. I just hope it's a good series. I hope it goes, you know, at least 6-7 games. Just having thrilling series going back and forth. I hope that's the case, and should be fun to watch though. But yeah, I'm about to pull into this Love's here to get some fuel. Today I gotta go to, well, I've already done Fort Myers, so I'm actually having to spend the night in Lakeland, take a load to Jacksonville tomorrow morning, and then pick up another load in Jacksonville and take it to Tampa. So I gotta do all that tomorrow. So as soon as I'm done wrapping up tonight, I'm gonna have to go to bed early, get up early, and start my day around like 3 something in the morning, maybe 4, I don't know. So that's what's going on. But yeah, I'm still listening to my podcasts, my other podcasts. You know, I'm a big fan of, I love These Is America. I've watched their shows. Joe Rogan and others. I was just actually listening to Bill Burr's podcast for a little bit. And I was like, you know, I'll finish it at another time. I just wanted to say some things on here. You know, did I make one? Yeah, I did make one on Sunday. You know, I didn't release it yet. You know, I still got, I think, 3 episodes in a hole that I have to, you know, make sure they're edited real tight and gonna put it out, you know, pretty soon. So, I mean, whoever's out there, whatever, you know, stay tuned for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if not, whatever, be about your day. Be safe and be healthy, you know, because that's what I be trying to say. So, but yeah, I'm gonna pause this right now because I'm about to get fuel, so I'll finish this, you know, very shortly. But it'll be like a quick click, so don't go off and be like, oh, blah, you know. It'll be all right. I'll be back. Okay, don't you know, don't get your panties in the thing or whatever. So, but yeah, hold on just a second. And just like that, I'm back. So yeah, I got my water here. I got my water with cucumbers. I went to Subway again, got a wrap because I'm a rapper. But you know, like I mentioned before, you know, I was talking about putting cucumbers in your water, and I told you if you go to Subway, get whatever you get, and just be like, yeah, just give me a side of cucumbers. And she gave me, and this lady gave me a bunch of cucumbers this time, so I have quite a few for the next couple of days. You got to go through them pretty quick because they will go bad, you know, very quickly. So, but I got that though. I got my Smart Water, the antioxidant, because they didn't have any alkaline. So I mean, I think that's kind of like the next best thing. So, but stay on the alkaline, man. Stay alkaline as possible. But yeah, I think you know, none of you guys are listening too much, so I'm just gonna say whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? I think I have some hot takes like you know, keep watching porn. You know, masturbate as much as you can. You know, clean the pipes. You know what I'm saying? Do that. But I hope you guys are making love. Like you know, I told you I got my hair done. I got my hair did this past weekend. As soon as my girl saw it, you know, I texted her a picture, and she's sending me all these gifts, all these I guess you call them gifts, different gifts. There was one where, you know, the ladies like passing out from over excitement, you know what I mean? And then she sent me another one where I think it was what's the actress's name? Oh, I can't think of her name. The chick from, oh, I can't remember her name. She's from the movie Honey, I think it is, and a couple other movies. I'm drawing blanks right now. But it's a gift of her. She's laying in bed naked, and she's pulling back the sheets and looking at the camera and gesturing whoever she's sleeping with to come to bed. You know what I'm saying? So she sent me that. She loves my hair. She loves it. So when we were making love, she made sure that she didn't grab my head like she usually does when I'm, you know, going down and, you know, drinking from the Holy of Holies. You know, while I'm here is sort of plaited up and tied up in a little bun or whatever. Like she didn't want to, you know, mess that up. So she had to make a conscious effort, because, you know, I do my thing, you know what I'm saying, when I'm with her. And you know, but she made a conscious effort to to not mess my hair up. But she loves it. She loves looking at it. We took a couple of Snapchat pictures or whatever. But yeah, she loves it. She can't wait till it's out of the plaited and tied up state, so it's, you know, I can free it up after a couple of weeks. But basically, you know, it's you know, it's there. But she loves it. And oh yeah, here's a hot take. I think if you eat mangoes, I believe eating mangoes will help you with eating pussy. So if you eat mangoes, like, of course you get a mango, usually you want to kind of cut around the edges, and I think you can eat the whole, but I'm not sure. I've done it before, but other times when I cut it, I cut a little slice, and then, you know, I eat up to the whole, you know what I'm saying? And but then when you get down closer to the seed, you sort of, there's still some fruit there before that hard seed. And so it gets a little messy. Eating mangoes is when you're eating it with two hands and you're just going to town, eating the rest of the meat, I guess the meat from the seed. I think doing that helps you eat pussy. It helps you eat pussy, like, because your tongue is constantly sliding up and down because you want that flavor. And even if you're not biting, if you're just sucking, basically, you're sucking all the juices, and you're just sort of maneuvering your lips and your mouth and your tongue all around, just to get all that sweetness out of that from around the seed. I think that will help you eat pussy. So if you're out there, and that's men and women, because men not only eat pussy, women do too. So if it's out there, you know, if you like mangoes, and plus if you like I said, if you cut a few sides off, and before you start eating the middle, when you're eating the sides, and just eating everything from the whole, from the skin, that helps you eat pussy too. Because what you're doing is holding it from the whole, right, and just sort of laying it in your mouth, and let your mouth do the work, let your tongue do the work. You know what I'm saying? I think that helps you eat pussy. You know, I think when I'm eating pussy, I'm a lot of times I'm referring to how I eat a mango. You know, of course I'm not biting, because you don't want to hurt the lady, hurt the pussy. You don't want to hurt your pussy. But it does help you with the sucking. It helps you maneuver. It just helps you, you know, maneuver your mouth, maneuver your tongue throughout the glory that is in the pussy. You know what I mean? So if you want to learn how to eat pussy well, start with some mangoes. I think that will help. You know, that's my take. So you're welcome. You know what I mean? It really does help. So I've done that, and I told my girl about it. I was like, you know what? I think, you know, because she loves that I eat her pussy. She loves that, you know, she does, you know, she loves everything I pretty much do to her, or with her. You know what I mean? But I told her about, you know, eating mangoes helped me eat pussy, and she's like, you don't really need any more help. You know what I mean? You don't need help in that area. So I'm like, I appreciate it, but I was thinking about it. I told her I was thinking about it while I'm eating a mango. I'm like, oh, this is kind of like, you know, eating pussy to a degree. So if you want to get better at your pussy eating, like, experience, get some experience points, you know, suck down some mangoes. That'll help you. You know, look, and plus doing it with the mango, you get it's a good motivator. It's a good what do you call it? A good prize, I think, because you want the sweetness. Mangoes taste good. If you get a good mango, it's very, very sweet. Yeah, you want that sweetness, so you work for it. You look around it, use your mouth, and that's what it is. So eat mangoes. It'll help you eat pussy. That's my take. Mr. Mike has said it, and I approve it, and that's what's up. So, but I mean, I see a lot of interesting shit. You know what I mean? But it's up to y'all to listen to. I'm just gonna keep doing these and putting them out there, and I'll tell you guys about it, Facebook and all that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta come through. Y'all gotta come through and listen. Log in. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying this is something for to listen to throughout the day while you're working, while you're doing mundane stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just listen, pop it in and listen. I encourage you to listen and challenge my thinking. If I get a stat wrong or something, or I get some I get some wrong information, and you think it's wrong, and you have good sources that's send them in. Tell me, at the 22nd minute mark, 37 seconds, I was talking about some shit that was incorrect information. Tell me about it. Put it in your comments or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? But I'm beautiful, and I can illuminate your mind. I can illuminate my mind. So, and I give you music. So that's what Mike stands for: music illumination consciousness. So it's all there. So if I need to get corrected, by all means, do what you do. So, but I hope you guys are doing well out there. Memorial Day was yesterday. You guys are probably still recovering from all that barbecue, all them ribs, all them chickens, them baked beans, mashed potato, macaroni and cheese, and them greens and them desserts and stuff. I know y'all full of that, man. I know you barely making it. I know it's getting close to, right now it's getting close to 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So you probably can't wait for the next 30 minutes to get off. You know what I'm saying? So you can go back home and rest that. You know what I'm saying? But I hope you guys got full. I hope you guys remember the fallen soldiers out there. A lot of you don't care. You just want some free barbecue, free food, going to, having a cookout and things, which is cool too. Whatever brings people together, I'm all for it. If you need a reason to come together, then okay, whatever. But as long as you come together, it don't necessarily have to be a holiday. It doesn't have to be anything. Just be like, I want to see my family. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about. That's how I feel about my, all that. And guess what? We have another guest. So let's see what he has to say. Yeah. Hello. All right. I couldn't really hear him, so I guess I'll talk to him another time. But I hope you guys are doing well. Like I said, you don't really need a reason to to see your family and spend time with your family, have a get together. You know what I mean? You don't need a reason. You don't need a holiday. Just do it. And that's how I feel about when I see my son. I don't want to see him just on special days, holidays, or his birthday or something. I just want to see my son. I just want to be with him. Even though he's not comfortable. Like, he will say some things to me. He'll say "Daddy," and he'll smile. And yesterday we were playing with the water guns, and so we were spraying each other. It's like, he's like, "Daddy, don't spray me." I spray him anyway because he'll spray me. I'm like, hey, you gonna spray me? I'm gonna get you back. And he has one of these crazy futuristic water hoses where it's got a pump action, you know what I mean? So it's dope. You fill it up with almost like a quarter of a gallon of water, and you spray it out. He loves playing with water, so I love doing that with him. But he's not fazed about any outside like I got my hair done and and all this stuff. He's not fazed by that. He's like, hey, come play with me. That's what he wants. You know what I mean? So I love my son Joshua. I love you, son. I really do, with all my heart. But that's that. That was Memorial Day. I'm back on the grind. I'm back, in this truck, doing what I do in this truck. Drive around Florida. That's what I do. So another truck driver here waving at me that I slightly missed, but it's all right. What up, dude? But yeah, I think I'm just at the point where I'm really embracing this lifestyle. You know, I'm anxious to, you know, make things happen, to get my own place and having those type of things. But one thing at a time, man. One thing at a time. I have my car, and it's expensive. You know, I'm paying that off and stuff, paying the insurance. You know, and then I got child support, and I get all these things. So, you know, adding a place on top of that, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be very helpful to my finances, even though I could afford it. But you know, I'll wait for it. I'll stack the money up and keep moving, keep doing these, and just growing up and doing what I can. You know what I mean? So, but that's what life is all about, really. It's just doing what you can. You know, challenging yourself, overcoming it. You know, or undercoming it, and learning from it and doing it again. Try it again. You know what I mean? So I know I'm getting older, so. But I'm never old, man. What's fucking old? I think old is when you're 50, and you know, even that, you know, that's not really that old. Even though people die at those ages if you don't take care of yourself. So, which is what I'm trying to do. You know, what I'm doing. Just being cognizant of what I put in my body, being aware. You know, and you know, changing some habits. Implementing new styles, new lifestyles, new things that I can, you know, get used to and make that a healthy habit. That's what I'm implementing and trying to do. But yeah, I'm just trying to live that healthy life. But I'm not fucking old. I'm 36. Yes, I'm getting older. You get old as soon as you're born. You're getting old. But it really is amazing just looking at, you know, not just looking at my own life and seeing the things that I've accomplished and overcoming circumstances. But looking at my child, looking at my son, like I just look at him. He doesn't notice it yet, but I'm looking at every facial expression, every time he's doing something and his mind is involved. All his little quips and quirks, his short temper, and things like. I just look at him and just being admired, like my body, like he's carrying my blood. He's carrying my genes, my traits. It's like, you know, looking at myself, you know, looking at myself through a different lens, through another lens. The only difference is he's the only child, and I was the middle child. I'm a middle child of 5. I have 2 older and 2 younger siblings. And so my son Joshua doesn't have any siblings. He has a bunch of cousins, but he doesn't have any siblings. So he's the only child, and just watching him and really imagining myself imagine if I didn't have any siblings, like what kind of person I am. And I think I would have been him. I would have been just like him. So it's just amazing to watch him, little stuff, you know, how he responds, how many times I got to tell him to do something, or how many times, you know, you have to say to him to really get a response from him, like an honest response. So he doesn't spend a lot. He is a thinker, but he doesn't, when he's active and doing his activities, he doesn't like to stop his activities to think about what you're saying. You know what I mean? Or think about what I'm saying. He's about his activities. He will come and have me help and play with him. But as far as me asking him questions while we're doing an activity, like I would ask him, like, you know, just regular shit, just like, how old are you? Or like, what grade are you in? He won't answer those questions because he's in the middle of doing a task. So like, he won't answer the question. It's just weird. It's just interesting. And plus the fact that he came out of my balls, You know what I'm saying? Like something, my seed came out of me, and it was nurtured, and now it's a person, a 9-year-old boy, and that in itself is amazing to me. Like I have something in me that created a human being. So, but so if your parents, if you're a parent, mother or father, you know what I mean. You kind of, especially if you're, I mean, it's more so if you're a mother, because the mother is the oven. Like, you know, they say put a bun in the oven, whatever. Like she's the oven. Like if that oven is malfunctioning, you won't have the bun. You know what I'm saying? And so the mother has the baby. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, if you're a parent, I think you would agree. You would understand. Wow, that is amazing. That is truly amazing. So, just, you know, love him. Treat, you know, instill healthy values upon him, and you know what I mean, and just watch him grow and be there when he needs me, and vice versa, because there'll be times where I need him. You know what I mean? So I love my child. I love him dearly. It's just amazing to watch him grow up. So, but yeah, I think I've been just a lot of times I would just think about the grand scheme, you know, with the purpose and what I would like to do. You know what I'm saying? A part of me doesn't want to be that struggling artist when I'm 40 years old and still trying to rap and put in those things. But it's like hip hop to me is a lot more than just rap and just, you know, making words rhyme and doing all those things. I think it's a real talent. It's a real art form and to me, art, you don't really take away from art, or you don't really stop doing your expression. You don't really stop creating. So it doesn't matter the age. A lot of times you see people, you know, you pop up on social media and people say like, oh, you're 40, you're this and that, and you still trying to rap. It's like, no, I'm not trying. I've done it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do it. I've done it. I've rocked shows. I've released music. I'm going to release more music. You know what I'm saying? And so I'll do it. I don't know when I'll do it. I don't know how I'll do it, but I have the passion in me. I have the words written down, and I have the ways I'm going to approach the music. You know what I mean? And a lot, you know, there's a few songs that I don't have a beat to, but a lot of songs that I've created and written to, I've already have the song ideas, like the production part of it. I do produce music. I haven't been doing it lately, but I can do that. I have the ability to do that. So from here on out, it's just growth, just human growth. And as I'm growing as a person, as a man, as a healthy person, you know, my art is gonna come with it. You know, and adding those things to it. So you know, I go back and forth thinking, you know, man, if it hasn't happened by now, it's like, no, I'm gonna stick with this shit. I'm gonna stick with it. You know, until then, I'm gonna give you this. If you don't listen to that, that's fine. A lot of people didn't listen to Beautiful Garbage, but somehow they know Mr. Mike. So I'm good with that. If I could just be you know, respected among, you know, even just local artists. Yeah, Mr. Mike is that dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't care. You know, I mean, I do care, but I'm just saying, if I get that, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Just the recognition, just regular human artistic respect. I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think we just overthink this life shit. I think we do. And as far as me, I do overthink, yes, and I'm learning from that. But at the same time, I compromise, or I settle for something that's sort of handed out. Like if I lose this job right now, I will be scrambling trying to get another job and keep that money coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my mindset, because I don't want to be poor. I like to help the poor. I like to do that, but I don't want to necessarily be, poor. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be embarrassed by that. And that's what it is. So since I'm that way, it kind of I'm not a crazy risk taker. I'm a calculated risk taking person. Like, I'll see a risk, and then I'll calculate all the outcomes in my head or whatever, and then plan to sort of avoid some of the circumstances or some of the backlash or circumstances that I may, endeavor or may go through. I try to be cognizant of those things, and then I'll make my decision. You know what I mean? So, and I think a lot of that a lot of that came from being institutionalized with religion, with school, with with the church, and with the job shit, with the job, with employment, with the system. You got to keep feeding it. You know what I mean? And getting what you can out of it. You know what I mean? So basically, being submissive to things, being submissive to how the system is, being submissive to the system. You know what I mean? And that came from that. So I wasn't necessarily taught to take risks. I was just basically taught to save your money, which I don't do. Make money, make as much money as you can. My dad started his business from scratch. He had the ambition to do that. You know what I mean? And it took risk to do that. But that's what I'm saying. He did it. My mother worked. My mother worked for the hospital for many years, and I worked for many different corporations, many companies. And then I joined the Navy, so I was part of that. So it's not anything. I've never started a business and went after it and made money from it. I'm not business minded. You know what I mean? I don't have those sort of ambitions. I like creating things, and so that in itself is a challenge, to being able to make something from yourself with the things you create, make a sustainable life. And I don't know too much about that. I don't know how to do that. So I just do stuff. I just create. I write. I create, and while I'm creating, I'm working for someone else. So that's what I do. But that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting better. I'm growing up. I'm what you call a late bloomer. A lot of things, a lot of ideas, a lot of ways of living, I had to let go of. You know what I mean? So now I'm here talking about eating pussy. Eating mangoes, eating pussy. You know what I mean? So that's why everything comes around full circle, and I'm able to speak my mind. Like, these are the things that people used to, I grew up and people used to think of me as a good, I'm a son of a preacher, man. I was a churchgoer, so a lot of people thought I was goody two shoes. Like, the girls that I used to like and wanted as my girlfriend, they would think that they assumed that they would corrupt my mind, turn me into a bad person while they thought of me as good. But the thing is with that is that I thought bad things all the time. I thought about sex all the time. I thought about getting pussy all the time. Thought about pornography all the time. Sinning, and I thought about those things. You know what I mean? I just didn't talk about it because a lot of people just assumed I was a good person. Like, I knew I knew a great deal of the Bible, and that's why people just assumed that I was just a goody two shoes, so they didn't want to corrupt me. You know what I mean? So I spent a lot of times by myself with these thoughts, and so and now I'm 36 years old now, and now I'm just really like, even before, like years ago, but when I started doing hip hop, you know, I just told myself to speak your mind, speak what's on your heart, speak what's real to you. And so that's kind of what I'm doing now. That's kind of that's what I've been doing throughout my little hip hop stint, hip hop way, my lifestyle. That's how I've been doing, just speaking my mind, learning things. You know what I mean? And a lot of times I was a quiet person because I'm not gonna say anything unless I had a good amount of information where I could speak on it or make my take on it. You know what I mean? So I never shot off the mouth unless I knew a little bit about the information what I'm talking about. So, but people, this society, we shoot off the mouth all the time. You know, look at social media. People just say shit, even though we have information there. We just shoot off the mouth a lot. You know, so. I'm drinking a little bit of water. Sorry about that. Got my cucumber floating in that motherfucker. So I have that joyous cucumber taste in that water. And I implore you to do that the same. Do the same thing. Get you some cucumbers and put that shit in your water. So I hope you guys are living healthier than I am. I hope you guys have a better mind. I mean, you can't have a better mind, but I'm just saying, I hope you're more consistent than I am with, you know, living a healthy lifestyle, you know, cutting off the things you should cut off, and having having what you eat complement your body, eating the right things for your body. I hope you're doing it. So, but yeah, man, I'm just here to talking. I'm running my mouth, whatever comes through my mind. What else is going on? You know, I mentioned some sports. I mentioned NBA finals coming up. You know what I'm saying? That should be interesting. What else is going on in the zeitgeist? You know, smoke weed. You can talk about that all day. Smoking weed, man. Everybody should smoke weed. It's herbs, it heals, helps your mind, helps your creativity to a degree. It's a muscle relaxer. You can feel everything. It helps you feel things. So smoke weed. I'm an avid believer in smoking weed. You know, I know the crave now is the oils, the little vape pens, as they call them. So do the oils. That I mean, you know, even if you don't want to get high, you just want some healing. Get some CBD oil. You know, put that in your system. You know what I'm saying? It may help. So do all those things. I mean, try weed. Let's do weed. It's just an herb. You know, I'm a big advocate for weed. But at the same time, there's people locked up for it, and that's fucked up. They should change that. Get these people out for weed charges. Get them out. Don't be having people making millions of dollars and other people are in jail for the same shit. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Get these people out, man. Let my people go. You know what I'm saying? And my people like to smoke weed, so let them go. Let them go. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. This hairstyle I have now is getting used to. It feels like, it really does feel like the way she plaited it. Shout out to Cecilia Green, Natural Wonder. The way she plaited it, she made it. She plaited both like my left and right side, and it's like almost like an oval. You know, it's like it's a round thing, a round shape. You know, coming from the roots, and she made this little style. Very, very beautiful creations that she did with my hair. And but since it's round, it does feel like it feels like a halo that's been branded on my head, like one of those fiery those branding things. I feel it just feels like not a complete circle halo, but a round shape halo that's been branded on my head, like without the fire and shit, without the without the flames. Like I feel like it's sitting on my head, like my scalp. And first of all, my scalp, I haven't touched my scalp. I felt air on my scalp in about two or 3 years now. I kind of lost count, but now my scalp is somewhat freer. So I have, I can feel like I have the AC running in my truck, and I can feel it on my scalp. But yeah, I have that thick halo going on, and and it does somewhat itches. I'm trying not to scratch it, and so I'm constantly patting my head. I'm just patting it so the itchiness can go away. I never had my hairstyle like this, and but it is organized. It's very well done, and so shout out to Sativa Green out there. Appreciate your help. Appreciate your time, because it took a while, dealing with my unkemptness. But she did it, man. She did it. Worked her magic. She did her thing, and I'm really proud of her. So go see her. Natural Wonders out there. You know what I'm saying? She's out there. Jacksonville. Ooh. So yeah. My hair is different now. So, but I hope you guys are doing well. I know that's kind of like my segue, and I can't think of too many other things out here. I'm driving. Where am I? I'm in Nokomis, Florida. It's fucking hot, you know what I'm saying? And this week, we supposed to have a damn heat wave or at least in Jacksonville, supposed to have a heat wave where the temperature is probably like 95 degrees or higher for an entire week, probably even more. But it's fucking hot out there, so stay hydrated, please. Drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of good water, of course, but drink water, seriously. Drink water, keep yourself hydrated, because it's definitely, you need it down here in Florida. It is fucking hot. My temperature reading on my truck is 92 degrees, but if you go outside, it probably feels like 102 with all the humidity, you know what I'm saying? So it's just fucking hot. It's really, really hot. So take care of yourself, keep hydrating. Keep hydrated, please. I want you out here, especially driving out here on the road, and you don't have your AC working, and you're just driving, and you get lightheaded because of lack of hydration. I'm fucking up with words today. Keep yourself hydrated. Don't be out here being lightheaded, and you have a situation where you're not seeing something for a split second. That's all it takes. You're going off the road, or you're running it, drifting off into another lane when somebody's there, and they react, and then you overreact, and then you get crashes. Just be safe out here. Stay hydrated. It is really fucking hot. So, I was thinking about getting a dog. But I don't know. Like, every time I go to my boy's house, Ruffaro's house, he has 3 dogs, 2 German Shepherds and 1 Lab and something mix. And if I stay there for a while, I may get a little reaction, I think. I know I'm allergic to cats, but I think there's certain dogs that could really it really shortens my breathing. You know what I mean? I think it's, if they shed a lot, it could be just that. But I was raised with dogs, so I think I can handle it. But I was thinking about getting a dog, something. I love Labs. Those are my favorite dogs, Labrador Retrievers. But I mean, any dog, you know what I'm saying? Pits. I like a dog, not these little fluffy little, some dogs, they're not necessarily dogs, they're more pets. But that's my opinion. I like a dog, like, German Shepherds, Greyhounds, and you know, dogs that are active and, you know, that have a healthy size, and they're willing to play and more than willing to eat. You know, I do love dogs. You know what I'm saying? I do think though, certain people in society, you know, they put dogs, especially white people, they put dogs like more than people. Like they will go out and save a dog. You know, if you see a stranded dog, a dog is more likely to get rescued than an actual human being. You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's cool to have compassion for all living things, but you know, when certain people put dogs over people, it's kind of like, yo, what's good? You know what I'm saying? So, but I do love dogs. Having said that, I do love dogs, and one of these days I have a dog in a truck, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But I love dogs. I grew up with them. My sister had a German Shepherd when we were growing up. And we've had different mutts. Most of our dogs were Labrador Retrievers. But we did have some that was mixed with something and something else. I forgot. You know what I mean? But I do love dogs. I love playing with them. So I think I'm gonna cut this short. I'm drawing blanks right now. This is probably one of the reasons why you're not listening, because there are some dull moments. Okay. I mean, I hate when people get on the highway here and they don't drive highway speeds. Like, what are you doing? And you're not using your turning signal. Like, use your turning signal. How am I know you're supposed to go do that? Huh? Miss Becky over here? But whatever, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this short. Usually my episodes are about an hour. I don't know if I did an hour. I don't know. We'll see. It's about 52 minutes, but I'm not gonna keep holding you up. But fuck you if you're not listening. But if you are listening, I appreciate what you're, you know, that I appreciate your patronage, your listening ear, your warm heart. I appreciate y'all. So thank you for listening. If you are, this is Mr. Mike. This is the Trucker Diary series. I love you. Peace.